Well, what's happening today, YouTubers? I guess this is going to be sort of an opening video for my 1969 Ford Bronco. I have gotten a lot of questions about it in the past, and I feel like I should answer quite a few of them in this video. This Bronco has been a huge project between my dad and I. So I guess that's kind of where it all started. My dad got his about 20 years ago, and he's just always had a love for them. At first, I'm not gonna lie, about when I was about, I think I was about 12, I thought they were kind of ugly, and I have just absolutely fallen in love with them, if you can't tell. If you haven't already, or if you're stopping in from my Instagram page, go follow Early Bronco Drivers on Instagram. That is my Instagram page. I have grown a lot more than I ever thought I would have, and it's just taken off real well for me, and I want to take up YouTube now. So I guess it's just going to be a walk around of my 1969 old rusty red, almost original Ford Bronco. Alright, so I guess first of all we are going to start off here with my tires and suspension. Let me get this lowered here. Alright, so I apologize for my bad angle on the camera here. What I'm showing you right here are my coil springs and my shocks and my shock boots and everything basically that has to do with my 2.5-inch suspension lift that's going on here. I did receive them from Wild Horse's 4x4, and I am very pleased because I came from stock suspension that this Bronco came off the line with in 1969, and she rides good. I mean, it's not going to be comparable to anything from 2017 or a below or anything like that, but you know what I mean. For a solid axle front diff and an old 1969 Ford Bronco, you just can't beat the ride for Wild Horse's 4x4 here. I also, if you haven't noticed, oh yeah, I am running the 11 leaf pack. I know you can run a fewer leaf pack, so if you're into towing and stuff like that. I did tow my 17-foot camp trailer with it, and it's about 4,000 pounds fully loaded, maybe a little over that even, and I towed it up some pretty high passes. She slowed down a little bit, but overall she did get it. Next off, we're going to be going over my 31-inch Toyo MTs. These are 31s by 10.5s, I believe. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I know they're 31s. So, and they fit on my original wheel. So, I mean, I'm pleased with them. They fit great. If you haven't noticed that I have an uncut rear end. So, pretty rare. I've actually gotten a lot of comments on that. So, anyways, I'm not the best at this yet. I'm hoping I get better, get a little more warmed up to the camera. Right now, I'm just using my Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which hopefully I'm able to I want to upgrade to like a GoPro or at least a better camera, you know. But for now, I'm going to be editing my videos fully on my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Back to the tires, off topic. Anyways, these Toyo MTs took me, seriously, I'm not going to lie, they took me about, realistically, probably about 3 or 4 years to save up for, because I mean, we've been moving around. I haven't been able to hold a sturdy job for the past, I don't know, let's say 10 years of my life. It's just been all over the place. So I mean, now that where I'm able to find a sturdy job and I'm at a stable job, well, for some reason, I'm not sure why my video cut out. Right when I was still talking and everything, and my phone just decided to stop recording. So I apologize for that. Anyways, what I was meaning to say is, now that I'm stable in my work and everything like that, I'm hoping to be able to do my upgrades on my Bronco. Hopefully, eventually, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but save up for to get a whole full body off restoration here. I want this baby to look like she just came off the line. And some of you car enthusiasts, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about there. I know there's some people who don't really understand. They'll look at it and they see that it has so much work, I'm never going to get anywhere with it. I hope that's not the case. We've had her for a long time, 6 or 7 years now, and I haven't given up yet. And I've already proven a lot of people wrong. Maybe I'll do a video about what she used to look like back when she was original. The fender was probably sitting about this much lower, and it was just a 2.5-inch suspension lift, because I think overall it lifted about 3 or 4 inches, because my old original suspension was sagging so bad. So I wouldn't even be able to come close to putting these brand new 31-inch Toyo MTs on here, which I absolutely. Jeez, guys, I am so sorry. My phone keeps giving me guff. This is why you got to get a camera if you're planning to do any YouTube or any serious recording or any moderate recording. It's just not working out for me. Hopefully I can get somewhat of a good video here. Let me show you guys the rust on my kick panels. I want to show you guys around the Bronco a little bit more. See, it's got pretty bad rust on the kick panels, the floorboards. It's just, the rust is the hardest part for me to go over. You can tell over here, see, you can see it in the dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see that real well, but the rust is out of control. It's not too bad, I guess, compared to most people, and compared to what their vehicles are like. Oh, just touch the screen. It's not too bad compared to what most of people's classics are like, but I mean, it's annoying to me. I want to get it fixed, so it's just, there's so many things to do, and I don't know what to do first. That's kind of that's the big thing about it. So I'm just trying to do everything as right as possible. I mean, this Bronco is my daily driver, and it probably shouldn't be, which is why I'm looking into getting another vehicle so I can, protect this one, pull it all apart, clean it up, and get her to where I want her to be at. So check this out. There's somebody digging in the trash can over there. Welcome to Idaho Falls. Anyways, you can kind of see she's got some rust underneath. Not too bad. Mainly right where these body bushings are sitting on there, out on my floorboards. All the rest is surface. There's no real bad rust back in the back end of the Bronco anywhere. It's mainly all up front. I have some on the inner fender wells in my engine bay. So that's just, what can you do until you can get it fixed? It's been like this for 50 years. I'm sure a few more years aren't going to hurt too bad. They're going to be a little bit more rough because it's my daily driver. You can see I've built, well, actually, it wasn't just me that built it. I'm not taking all the credit for this. It's my dad and I's project also. He did this for me for my birthday. We built this box for my 6x9 kickers, and they sound great. They sound really good. Just for a little Bronco like this, you don't need really anything big. Those are the only speakers. I took the old original speakers out of there. I don't feel like I needed those. So you can tell I've redone the entire truck bed, the rear end of the back of the Bronco. I wouldn't call it a truck bed, but you can tell we've done as much as we possibly could. We got this roll bar also from Wild Horses, which was a huge plus, because I just feel a lot more safer in there. We connected these little seat belts in here. I am not too impressed with the quality of these. I think they could be better, but because if you pull them too fast, I mean, I know they're just old manual seat belts, but I feel like everybody who steps foot in my truck has a problem with the seat belts, and I just wish that wasn't the way it was designed. All right, let's move on to the disc brakes up underneath here. So I just barely did a full disc brake conversion from Wild Horses 4x4. I wish I would have sanded these down, because every time I work on them at all, they squeal pretty badly. So every time I step on them at all, they squeal pretty badly. So I just wish I would have sanded them down with some light grit sandpaper, and but whatever. I made a mistake, and I'll fix it. I can still pull them out of there and sand them down. I just don't have the ambition to right now, if you know what I'm saying. Let's move on to the rear end. You can see that I have the 11 leaf pack from Wild Horses 4x4. This 11 leaf pack is more meant for a flex, a suspension around off-road, for off-road purposes. That used to be red. That's all dirty though, but it used to be red. That shock boot. I get pretty good flex out of them, so I was gonna give you some pretty good dimensions, but I can't think of it right now. Maybe I'll think of it later. Anyways, this project has been huge between my dad and I. We hit a rough patch. He was in real estate a while back, and when the stock market dropped, the housing market dropped, things didn't go well for him, so he hasn't been able to help me out as much as possible. So I'm just happy I've been able to get into a job and start working on it and make him proud. You know, it's made me really proud, so I've absolutely loved it. Loved the process I've gone through. It's something I feel like I can really talk about with people. You know, I'm not to say, but I am bragging a little bit. I love how I can brag that I have an early Bronco. I'm sure anybody would if they had a Bronco. So well, it's getting pretty dark out. I'm going to sign off now. I hope you guys like the video. I promise I'll get better at this. I'm not warmed up to recording myself yet. This is completely new for me. Even though I have done videos in the past, they were only minor videos. I want to be able to be successful with this, so if you could, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, thank you.